Welcome to your favorite show, The Inside Lifers. Tune in and enjoy. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm very glad to be on set today. And as usual, we're going to be discussing a very important and delicate matter. This has been something that has been recurring in Nigeria for several decades. In fact, it has become so frequent over the past few years because things have deteriorated to a level that we can't, the populace, the general public, civilians can't take it no more, and are beginning to take decisive actions in order to secure their lives, secure their families, secure their future, right? They've been promised time and time again that Nigeria is going to be better, that all their plans, all the strategies, all the political strategies, economic strategies, socio-economic strategies is for the betterment of the common man on the streets. Now, this has taken a negative toll. That's not what is happening currently in the country. It is the exact opposite. In fact, things have deteriorated so fast, inflation has gone up so quick. It's something that is uncalled for, that cannot be projected. We are buying used to buy for 170,000 naira. That's gone to 600 plus, and in some states 1,000. Food is so expensive. Even the common man that buys the basics of food to eat just to keep body and soul together, in hopes that Nigeria will be better for them to eat something better, can't even afford that, right? And all this is having a spiral effect, on the economic outlook of the country. Now, there's a planned protest that has been scheduled to take place August 1st, that's tomorrow, Thursday, and there's been so much agitation by the citizens, Nigeria, is at a global stage. Everybody's watching, trying to see what's going to happen next, what's going to be the next thing, what's going to be the next, development, right? But so far so good. What I've been saying has been, even before the protest started, has been anti-protest campaigns, right? I don't know their sponsors, I don't know who sponsored them, but they've been anti-protest campaigns, and it's becoming heavier and more prominent. In fact, the person that gave them the strategy must be a marketing personnel, because as he's using the ATL, that's the above the line, and digital space, he's also going offline, doing below the line, marketing engagements, all these to dissuade the citizens from carrying out their rights to protest peacefully to communicate, right, their pain points, their dissatisfaction at the way the government is being run. We don't care who has been there or who is there right now. There should be a succession plan. There should be a plan, a outlook. What are we planning for the next 10 years? Right? Look at this protest, these anti-protesters threatening the citizens just because they've received some instructions, or they've received some instructions for them to actually keep the populace mute and not to voice their rights. I'm wondering, these guys, these anti-protesters, are they from a different country? Are they feeling the same pain, feeling the same discomfort, right, that every other person is feeling when some other countries are fighting for their rights, fighting for, for their unborn children, are planning ahead? Year 2050, year 3000, year this, that, this is what they want to do. Nigeria, all we just have is just plan on paper, or just a plan on manifesto, just to woo the citizens, wow them, sway them into praising them, and perhaps voting for them and to keep them in power? Why would they use taxpayers' money to keep me mute? I am paying my tax. Every other citizen, one way or the other, is paying tax, and they're using this tax money to keep me mute from voicing my concern. Isn't this supposed to be a democracy? A government for the people, by the people, government that is run with the interest of the citizens at heart. But that's not the case, we're saying. Why do they have to wait for protest, for them to start doing the right thing? Now they are saying I don't want to, that now I'm seeing the news, they're cutting, the price of bag of rice to 40,000. Now customs, they're also saying that they've opened the border to allow some kind of food products to be imported, to ease. Why did they have to wait for a protest? There must have been structures, systems on ground to ease the life of the common man, at least providing the basic needs, basic amenities, talk of food, healthcare, security, transportation. All this should have been subsidized to make sure that the common man is happy. These are basic foundations that should be set. Of course, the government can't do everything, right? There are places where the private sector will step in, but the government, the public sector, needs to provide a foundation. If the foundation is faulty, what can the righteous do? Says the good book, says the Bible. That's why most of the private sectors, the companies, are moving out of the country. Why? Because the cost of doing business is astronomical. It is eating deeply into their bottom line. They can't sustain the running cost. They can't sustain the cost of doing business. They can't increase salaries. They can't meet up with the cost of doing business in Nigeria. Hence, they are moving to other states. Now, what the heartbeat of the economy is the private sector, because they are the ones that provide jobs, that provide the means for cash circulation. They create value for the economy. If they're out, how will the country generate revenue? How will the masses generate a livelihood for themselves? These are questions that we keep asking, and we don't get answers. All we just hear is that, they have plans for us, and those plans will work out well. And now we'll see exorbitant spends online, and nobody can be held accountable. It's either a snake swallowed it or a rat swallowed it.